Welcome back, guys.
It's Tim.
Lay. And we've got our Get to Know Us tag. So we got to Get to Know Us couple video. And we've got my sister asking questions behind the camera.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so the first question is origins. Where are you both from? You either one can go.
Well, I was born here. My parents were born here, but my grandparents are from Ireland.
So you're from Ireland.
Yeah.
He's an Irishman.
I guess so.
Yeah, I like how he says it. It always does me in. He's like, my parents are from here, but you're just Irish. My love. Okay, yeah. It's like he's trying to catfish someone. Yeah, that's what he did to me.
Works perfect because you love potatoes. Carry on.
Great.
Yeah.
No, I'm from Somalia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And for those who don't know, East Africa.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
East Africa.
it's in
Yeah,
Africa.
I know some people be like, where the hell is that?
Where the hell is that?
Yeah.
Right next to Ethiopia.
And Eritrea. Yeah.
It's got its own coastline, everything.
That is where we're from.
Okay, so you guys are so different. How do you guys meet?
Working.
Yeah, work. We met at work. It's I don't know if it's an interesting story, but I think one of my videos kind of talks about that a little bit about how we met in that sense. But if you want to get his version of how we met, then obviously we'll do another video. But yeah, we met at work, and it was a friend that kind of like introduced us a little bit. But yeah, we met at work.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm sure everybody wants to know. Was it a love marriage or arranged marriage?
The love marriage.
Really?
Well, yeah. Hey, go in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend introduced us. Went on one date.
No, we look like an arranged marriage, don't we?
No, you don't.
No,
you
no, we do.
No, you
We
don't.
do. When people comment and be like, yeah, they look.
Definitely arranged.
Yeah, of course. My Somali parents thought,
Irishman.
let's find her an Irishman. That doesn't
The
mean
whitest
it's
one.
the whitest one we can find. They're gonna make beautiful babies, and we do have beautiful babies.
And a ginger to be off.
Yeah. We have to. Somalis, we like ourselves, a ginger beard. So why not?
We do. I think it's henna. It's
we
nice.
love the red beard. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are a love match.
Yeah.
How did you tell your parents?
You can start off with this one.
Hardest step. My mum kind of knew. I did elaborate that as well. I think I've said that before. She was the one that was like, "Oh, he's so lovely. Is he married and all this?" And I was just like, "Lady, what are you talking about?" So in that time, I was a little bit oblivious. But I think, I did. I told my sisters, and then I obviously had to get their kind of co-signing. So I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna bring a Adan guy here." That's Somali for white guy,
Yeah.
and because I was so adamant and we were so raised to just stay with our people that I was thinking, oh my God, I think I was more scared for him than myself. I was like, oh, how is he going to adjust to the craziness of Somali family?
Yeah.
We're a lot.
Well, we are.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Good a lot, bad a lot.
Good. A lot.
No, there's a good half.
A bit of chaos.
60-40.
A lot of chaos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all love. So my dad, I think, was the one that was harder for me to tell. Because it was just like, he had so many questions, him not being here at the time, he was back at home. He was just like, first he was like, what the hell are you talking about? And then he was like, funny thing is, he had met him. But he hadn't met him, we weren't seeing each other.
As your potential, yeah.
He met him randomly as just somebody that he thought we were just friends.
Yeah.
Pause it. Yeah, so Dad wasn't here at the time, and I wasn't afraid to tell him. I just felt like it would be harder to explain to him, because out of my siblings, I'd say I'm more like culture orientated. So I don't think he really saw me like stepping out my culture. And anytime I asked for suitor, it was a Somali guy. There's nothing wrong with that. So with him, he was just kind of like, stop playing games with me. Like he really didn't take my conversation seriously. So there had to be 2 more conversations. And then my brother, who's my muhrim, because obviously that's how it works, he had to have a conversation with him because he was like, Lay plays too much. As if you know me, you know I do play too much. But not with that topic. So he didn't take me seriously. And then when he spoke to my brother was like, no, seriously, we've met the guy. We've met the guy. So yeah, I told him, and at the beginning he was like, do what you want, and then he was like, what the hell? And then he was like, whatever makes you happy, I guess. When he finally comes to grips with the idea, because obviously as a parent, you kind of like, you know, you want your kids to stay with what you know, and the unknown is kind of scary for him. So I did respect that, I understood that. So I did give him a time to kind of warm up to the whole concept. But after that, my mum spoke to him, and my mum, and I think when everyone got the verdict of, you know, what kind of person you are, he was cool. He was like, if you're happy, this is your mate, this is your life, you know, I'm going to support you whatever you choose to do. And yeah, so I think you and my dad, he's cool with you, know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calm. My mum, my parents, they love him. I'm pretty sure my mum and my dad prefer you more to me, which is just quite sad. But yeah, your one is completely different. isn't it?
Tim, how is it with you?
Well, obviously my one, it was Corona when we were going to get married.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So obviously I knew for a while, and obviously I thought it was because we had dates and it changed, so you thought it's obviously wouldn't go through. But then obviously when it got fully confirmed, I literally told my dad, my family, basically 2 months I was getting married. They weren't impressed with me. No.
Yeah, because you guys have something called like save the date and all that, and our culture's completely different. I think that's why he was more upset with you, because he was thinking, how are you two planning a wedding in 2 months? But that wasn't really the case.
No.
It was more like we kind of had things in place, but because of Corona and the fact that you can have 6 people, you can't have 6 people, you can have a wedding, you can't have a wedding, we were kind of like stop, weren't we?
No, I
So
think it's because of us, like, nikah happens really quickly.
Yeah.
Don't give it time to marinate.
Yeah, and we wanted to like do our nikah, which is a ceremony part,
Yeah.
and then kind of figure out the wedding. But that itself was also a headache.
And you went on holiday.
Oh yeah, and then obviously you decided that you were going to go on holiday,
Yeah, and I came back, what?
and you had to
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
2 weeks before a wedding, and you
Okay.
quarantined.
I quarantined, yeah.
So he was
My
useless
bad.
to me. We couldn't pick cake. We couldn't pick anything.
No.
So then we finally found a hall, and then all of that, and then we couldn't. What happened is it had to fall through again, because once again they were like, no one's allowed to see each other. And then I was like, great. So this time I was like, no, I'm not spending no more money. I'm just gonna do it at home. This is getting ridiculous. And then obviously my fantastic brother decided that he wanted to get married in the middle of it, because he was like, if you two are not gonna get married, everything's planned, I might as well.
Just throw his in there.
Yeah,
Just
throw
sneak
it
in.
into the chaos. Yeah, and then my poor sister was like, why is this my life?
Oh, no, yeah. I injured my ankle when I was working on it for like about a month. It wasn't until you guys got married I was like, hey, I need to see a doctor.
Yeah.
But my dad wasn't quite happy with that. But
What does the rest of your family say?
they were shocked. They were like, because I never really been in a relationship like that. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm getting married. I'm just went straight to the extreme. And
yeah.
they were like, whoa.
Yeah, because our whole thing was just when Corona was about to hit the year before that, and then we never had to like, family-wise, I met them, but didn't meet them. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? We kind of like kept it on the D-low.
And we couldn't obviously...
We couldn't
Go
even have
with Corona.
family. Yeah, we couldn't have like, oh, let me really like integrate and meet his family the way where with us you were kind of like, sorry guys, we were breaking rules. With us you were kind of always there,
Yeah.
and my family you kind of got to know them. Because they're all up in my business, but your family is more like, you know, you guys, your cultures are so different to ours.
Yeah.
Our one way each other's business. Your one, they were like, don't come to my house without calling. Where our one's like, hello, I'm at your door. And you're like, excuse you, did we have plans? Yeah, Somalis, we love each other hard and we fight hard. So yeah, your dad was not happy about that one, but obviously he loves me now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves me now.
No, he loves you more than me.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah. I always get it, you know what I mean?
But isn't that just
I think everyone wants to know after you got married, what was like, oh, that's weird, like culture-wise.
Oh, like as in
From both
culture
parties.
shocks.
Like you saw something or an interaction, you were like, yeah, we don't do that.
I know.
Or that's weird.
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but your family, I'm afraid to make a cup of tea around them. That to me is insane, and I know people are gonna watch this and be like, "What's she talking about?" And his family, I love you guys if you're gonna watch this, but why do I need to tiptoe to make tea? Your family,
You make a tea and everyone's like, yeah, we'll have a tea.
they
That's it.
actually feel
Everyone-
offended. They feel offended if I secretly come in with a cup of tea. They're like, "Oh wow, did you announce this tea?" And I'm like, "What?" And then even though in some cultures, even Somali culture, we all have sit down and we have tea together. It's not a situation where anytime I make a cup of tea, I have to announce it to the group and be like, "Does anyone want a cup of tea? Is anyone want a cup of coffee?" No, you better make your own coffee. That's how we were raised. So when I came to your family and I think your dad, like, we had a gathering and one of your family friends, I came in and I made him a cup of tea. This is how I got told off, basically. I made a cup of tea. I said, "I'm gonna make a cup of tea," and you were like, "Oh, that's good. Make me one." So I got up and they were just talking and chilling. I got myself a cup of tea. And then I gave him a cup of tea, and then everyone stopped what they were saying, and they were like, "Oh, did I miss the announcement? Are you making tea?" I was like, "No." I didn't even know that I was meant to do that. So for me, I know that sounds really silly.
You broke a rule.
I felt like I really was like shocked. And then everyone laughed it off, but you were like, "Yeah, don't play. Like, we're not playing. Like, they're not playing."
Yeah.
That's why you never see me make tea around. But now I do. I think for me, it's not that I don't want to and I'm lazy. It's more like I don't know how everyone takes their tea.
Yeah.
Somalis, we just make a big pot.
Yeah, and you just,
And if
everybody
you've got
drinks
diabetes, sorry, don't drink tea in our
it. Pour
house.
more water on it.
Yeah. You might as well make your cup of announce it.
Announce it.
What about you? For me, that was the silliest thing that I was like, "Oh my god."
Me? I don't know. I'm not like you lot are head up in your business, but I don't think that's a culture thing. That's just you lot. Yeah, a lot of siblings.
Yeah, we thought it was a culture thing. It's just our family, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in each other's business. We really are.
Where we are.
And we talk for the nation.
Definitely.
We're passionate. No, what was it you were saying the other day about whenever we're talking and whenever we're talking to someone?
Yes, basically, whenever they're speaking, I always think they're arguing because they are passionate. They're loud, but they're really just talking normally. But I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, is it a fight? Is it an argument?
You know what's funny? I've heard that from when I was a kid till now.
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't have friends who are Somali. They're all like Asians, and they're like, "Rah, you fighting your mum?" I was like, "No, she was just telling me how much she loves me." They're like, "But that sounded angry."
I'm not joking. I feel like at the beginning, I always had to translate for you because you always felt like the look on your face would be like, "What just kicked off?"
Yeah, the room got
You would
hot.
be so anxious. You'll be sitting there like, "Am I on guard? Like, it's time about to kick off." And then me, the thing is, we'll talk, and then somebody will giggle, and he'll be like, "Is that a crazy laughter?"
Yeah.
Is someone
like
gonna
I'm
get
gonna
punched?
stab you.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I feel like people forget when you're translating Somali to English. You can use little words in English, but the Somali would be long.
Yeah.
You have to use a elaborate amount
And
of
they're
words.
thinking, yeah.
And they're thinking, "Oh, you cropped it."
Yeah.
But that was a long conversation that
Yeah.
you cropped it. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. It was just a simple conversation. But why did it take you 5 minutes?
110%. And
But now I feel like Tim will be like, "Bet I know what they're talking about. Forget it."
no, I'm not joking. I fully believe he understands Somali because
Catch bits. Though.
he catches what's going on, and that will tell him how serious the conversation is,
Yeah.
and if he wants to listen in. And it's like, and I think it comes down to my mum in it, because my mum will be speaking to you in both. She don't
'Cause-
care.
When they speak to her, she'll speak into English, or she's broken,
Yeah.
but then she'll go to Somali. But I know where it's sort of going, so certain words in
Yeah.
Somali will come back to me about, okay, that's where she's going with it.
Mm.
Like, obviously, I don't know all of it,
Yeah.
but certain
Enough.
words that I know are like, okay.
Yeah, like the
it's like-
contents of
it's
what she's saying
It's like
is
a
like-
jigsaw that
Yeah.
I'm missing pieces, but I know where it's going.
I can see the bigger picture, but it's like, yeah, the little details.
Yeah, if anyone's got, like, you know, obviously parents that are, you know, refugees, you know to be more attentive. You have to be clever
Yeah.
to see where the content is going. But yeah, that was, yeah, you kept saying to me every time we were alone, you were like, "Did something just kick off? Like, what just, is it, are you okay?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? They attacked you." I'm like, "Who attacked me?" I'm
But
confused.
yeah, but even when we're speaking English, we're very loud. We're very...
But that's most of the time because you always have headphones in.
Yeah, half of us are deaf. I really do think it is because of that.
Yeah.
We grew up with people screaming in our households and everyone's kind
When
of
you
deaf.
grow up and you've got 6 other siblings, and then you've got parents and grandparents and then cousins, you have to talk fast. Sometimes you have to talk loud to get your point across.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something, they've gone to the next subject and you're still stuck up on number 1
Yeah.
and they're on 15 and you're sitting there with your sour face and then everyone's like, "Are you okay?"
But I'm pretty sure
But I didn't address this.
Yeah.
I do it as well.
What?
You'd gone past it, and I'm still stuck on the first time.
Yeah. We can't argue.
Come back,
He's-
come
he's
back.
But
stuck
that's
on
how we
point
have
one.
the whole pause. Can we talk
That's
about
how
that?
we do the pause. We're like, "Guys, pause. We have to cover this up." Because we can't let things slide sometimes. You're like, no. What did you just say that was outlandish? Like, you know what I mean? Just to make... it's also to make sure that no
Everybody
one's
gets hurt.
feelings and everyone gets hurt. No one's feelings, that no one feels personally attacked. Because we're so passionate and things can come out really outlandish. You're sitting there and also things get lost in translation. Somebody might say something to you and then you're thinking, "Did he call me dumb?" or is it you're dumb? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a different kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else that you found weird?
No.
Yeah, you guys are quiet. His family, they can be loud, but they're like, it's just your brother and your dad and you, and I'm just like, I'm so used to the chaos.
Yeah, we're used to peace.
And you guys are just like,
you always speak.
you can hear pin drop.
I'm more.
And his dad just looks at me and he's like, you're chaos, you're loud. He knows. He's like, Lay could talk for the nation. Lay's loud. He loves it, but he's like, you're loud.
But that's why opposite, because you talk too much and I talk not enough.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I can't argue
I've
with
seen you two in action in both households, and it's like, yo, okay, that makes sense.
She'd be going and I'll be like, okay.
Because you're in
and that's even worse
it's
because
like,
she's like, explain.
Tim's in the corner like, yeah, whatever, I'm comfortable, I'm at home. And Lay's like, hey, let's just, everybody say something, let's, come on.
Even when we're hosting and it's your family, he sits there. He is the worst host.
Like, if it's silence, I won't feel it.
Yeah.
He loves the awkward silence. Yeah. I can't handle it. Your family, some of them, they're very talkative, they're great. Some of them, also great, they're quiet. Me, I'm from a family of loud people, and I also want people to be heard. So I'm all like trying to make sure everyone's feelings are heard. Everyone's like, I'm a hostess, make sure everyone's got a cup of tea, everyone's happy. And I'm like, where's my husband in this? He's lost in the sauce.
I'm gone.
He'll find one person he hasn't seen him for ages, and he's gone. And everyone's like, where's your husband? You tell me where my husband is. Where?
Yeah.
That comes down to our pet peeves as well.
Also, I think everyone wants to know, how was it when you guys had kids? Was there like a shift?
In our relationship?
No, just generally, like how people viewed you as a couple, family, culture, everything that went down.
I feel like because you're young, people assumed, and the assumption is, well, from what I saw, was that you'd find it a bit hard. Because when you're in your 20s, right? Because obviously he's not early 20. You want to say how old you are?
28.
28. When we got together, he was obviously a couple of years ago. Their perception is that, he's losing himself. And that, he's a guy, he wants to play a game, chill, doesn't. But I felt like you really stepped up to the game. Like, you really stepped up to the plate. And in a sense, as in, like, you're a great dad. You just stepped into the role. The only issue you had was, I love my sleep.
And me time.
Yeah, but that's
time.
important, though. Yeah. But I think when you're a couple and you're maneuvering that, and then you're a parent, and I'm not gonna lie, we've been parents back to back for like our whole relationship. I've been pregnant, and
2 kids.
2 kids. It's like having 2 kids under 2. Our first one, shock, because now you're someone's parent. You got another whole responsibility, and then you're also kind of maneuvering through your relationship.
It's like, why do they give us the baby? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
where's the qualifications?
We went home. They gave us a baby. We looked at each other. We are not qualified to take a newborn home. I looked at him and I said, why do they do this? There was no test, there was an exam. Nobody sit there and interviewed me. I could think putting my baby in the washroom is acceptable. Obviously, I don't. But what I'm saying is, what qualifies us to take a newborn home? And we looked at each other and we laughed about it. We laugh about it a lot now because obviously we've got a newborn again. And this time, we've got a little bit of qualification. Yes. No one still gave us a certificate. We gave each other a certificate.
It's easier, we know what to do.
Yeah, you guys had like a ceremony.
Woo! We had to. We didn't take a pause. We planned one, and then God gave us a second gift before our other one even turned 2. And we looked at each other, and then we're like, now who qualified us to have 2 under 2?
Yeah.
That's the new question.
Is...
Oh my God. I feel like the only thing I'd say about us and being an interracial couple, I'd say, would be, I don't know if we look like aliens when we go outside.
Yeah.
I don't see us, as in, sounds stupid, I don't see his colour.
No.
I know he's Caucasian.
Yeah.
I know he's on the spectrum of white.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
I just see Tim.
Yeah.
So the crazy thing is, to me, when we go outside, one, they look at us. We had that even before our children was born. They look at us and they're like, that's an odd situation. Yeah. And I'm thinking, in today's society now, everyone's mixed. Why are we so odd looking?
And then they also have to see if you have a baby or what it looks like.
And then exactly, and now when we have children, especially with our firstborn, everybody had to look in the pram.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, I was so offended. I was like, will you not look into people's prams? But then I realised why. After I looked at us,
curiosity.
Yeah.
It's not racism. It literally is. Who do they take after? Are they a mix? Are they the mother?
Did you see how it turned out?
Yeah, what is it? I told her.
How was
Is
the
who
mixture?
won?
Yeah, who won?
As my family used to say,
yeah.
he won.
He won.
I'm winning at the moment.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. At the it's just sad. It's good for them,
Yeah.
but it's sad because I didn't know it was a competition.
Right.
I didn't know that. Did they give you rewards? Did you
Yeah.
get like a? Did you get?
all,
no,
all
nothing.
the aunts that came home, they looked at her and they were like, "Whoa,
I'm not
Tim,
gonna lie to
you
you.
won."
Your family were like, oh, congratulations.
They were like, well
done,
done.
Lemon. You did
Yeah.
a fantastic job. How are you feeling? They were accommodating to my emotions.
Yeah.
No one cared about you. It was about
No,
emotions.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, this is about me. I
Okay.
did it. My family, they looked at him and they were like, congratulations.
You won.
You won. What?
well done."
Well done. Because that's how they are.
yeah.
I didn't get a one well done. I didn't even get it from my mum.
I did.
My
I
mum
told
didn't even say well done to me. My mum said, okay, you're a parent now.
Yeah.
Welcome. Like it was a suffering game. Welcome. I was like, Mom. And then she looked at me, she goes, your husband won.
Yeah.
Where's the melon? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mum was convinced she would get darker.
She kept telling me.
Yeah.
She kept, everyone who met my child,
Hasn't come yet.
What?
Hasn't come yet.
everyone kept
Yeah.
telling me it's
Yeah.
delayed.
Yeah.
FedEx did something.
Because Mum said
Like,
she looks like you. You were light. It's fine. She'll get her melon.
no, you
I-
guys were like, I was a dark baby. You guys were all light. All Mom's children was light apart from the old ones. And she was like to me, no, C look like this. The younger one look like this. But she's saying that to me. And she's like to me, don't worry, 6 months. She'll catch.
I did.
6 months kept going. Didn't catch no, nothing. We took her out to the sun. She caught nothing. She just kept being white. And I was like, I love her. I don't see that, to be
The
honest
only
with
way
you.
you won is she doesn't burn. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. That's the difference. But yeah.
that's the difference.
I'll allow that. Because
Yeah.
burning in the sun, that's not nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
even
man.
though your dad's still like, cake her, put it on her, wait, with sunscreen. Yeah, your dad don't play. I think he's done with you, he's got
And
trauma.
we don't do
Me,
sunscreen.
I'll go out for half an hour.
And I'm
that's
gonna
it.
lie, as
I'm
bad as
done.
it is, black people don't really do it. You do.
I do, yeah.
Because you peel,
I peel.
which is odd.
Yeah.
You peel, you do sunscreen. I have never done sunscreen. I still don't do sunscreen.
People
which-
should though.
But the reason why I don't do sunscreen is because generally I'm covered up.
Yeah.
So me and the sun don't really see each other. So maybe I should put a little bit on my face. But our child, the new one, she's got a little colour.
Yeah.
She's not
She's got a
compared to
lot
her sister.
more, a lot more.
Yeah.
But compared to for a biracial child, she does not have
No,
colour.
no.
And I'm just like, I just look at them and I'm like, at least they have some of my features.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I think the only thing that upset
A
me
little bit.
was because and I know loads of people are gonna like, I know everyone's gonna look at this and be like, oh, why is she mad? It doesn't matter what they look like. It matters when people stop you and ask you if you're the nanny.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. That
That upsets me.
woman that asked if you're the mum, asked Mira.
And then when we were on holiday
Yeah.
in that where was
Resort,
it? In the
Turkey.
resort, and it was me, you, and my other sister.
I was holding the baby, yeah.
You were holding her, and then they literally went up to we're in our swimming costumes. You're already at the pool. We're in our swimming costumes. We've just come out the changing room. She comes up to the child, like this is a grown up, and goes to her, oh, this can't be your family. Where's your family?
Yeah.
C was about to knock her straight.
Yeah.
C was like, hold the baby. I was like, no, you keep that baby, because I knew you were going to hit her. But you have to understand, she said that to you, but you have to understand, I get this individually.
Yeah.
You're getting hot as an auntie and you're
Yeah.
getting upset,
Yeah.
going, what do you mean? She looks exactly like my sister. You're getting upset. Whereas me, as a mother, carrying her, she's my
Yeah.
child, you're asking me what my rate is and if
That's hurtful.
if I'm the nanny.
That's hurtful.
I'm like, does she not look nothing
But
like
to me, she looks like you.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, she looks like
But
you.
to me, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, I know I look at her and I'm like, yeah, that's my child. She looks like her dad. Let's just be honest. He won there. She looks exactly like you when you were a baby. And I'm just like, she has little tiny Somali features.
Yeah, yeah.
Like her bone structure and stuff, she has that. But if you look at her features, she's like her dad. I'm hoping as she grows up, if you
Not what I think she also has your smile. When she smiles,
100%, she
really-
smiles with her
when she's
eyes.
really happy, I'm like, that's Tim right there. Yeah, he stole a lot of things from us.
He did. My younger ones, her eyes are my new one. She has her eyes are like. I thought she was gonna end up with 2 different color eyed like you, but she didn't. They just look like their dad. Even though everyone looks at the new one and they're like, oh, you look Somali.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. And like, I'll take that win.
I'll take it.
I'll take that one because the first one, I was sick and tired of people telling me, he won, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I know this was a competition. Let's start again. That's not fair. Yeah, so let's wrap it up, I guess. I hope you guys give us a like.
and subscribe.
And comment down below what else you would like to hear. Obviously, we've got the birthing story.
Yeah.
First time. That one was fun and games. And yeah, guys, see you guys soon.